Hello, my name is Rebecca Steinhauser, and I'm the managing attorney for healthcare and public benefits at Advocates for Basic Legal Equality. We're live today because we know a lot of people have questions about unemployment compensation benefits during the COVID-19 pandemic. We also know that a record number of you may be newly unemployed. We do have a few ground rules, so if you have a general question, you can put it in the comment box, and I'll try to answer as many general questions as I can. Do not ask questions about your specific situation. This is general legal information about unemployment in Ohio only. It is not legal advice, and you should be aware that any information regarding the new legislation and its interpretation does continue to change. The information we're providing is current as of today, April 3rd, 2020. I'm not your lawyer, but you may need help from a lawyer. If you do, there's a link in the comments with a map of Able's service area. If you live in one of our highlighted counties, you can apply for help by calling 888-534-1432, or you can apply online at www.legalaidline.org or by clicking the link here. When you apply, please tell them that you saw the Facebook Live presentation. Let's get started. So you may have heard or read about some changes to unemployment as a result of the new stimulus packages that were recently passed in Congress. These changes will make it easier for you to get unemployment during the crisis. So what are the changes? Normally, the rules require that you be actively seeking work and documenting your attempts to do so. That is no longer a requirement. And also, there was a 1-week waiting period that has now been waived. You may now be eligible for unemployment compensation benefits also if you're an employee and you're now unable to work because your doctor, your health agency, or your employer requests that you isolate or quarantine due to COVID-19, or your employer lays you off due to the loss of production caused by COVID-19. You do not need to be diagnosed with COVID-19. Some additional good news is that unemployment benefits will be extended for 4 months. They will also increase by $600 a week, up to the total amount of your previous earnings. And unemployment will also now extend to self-employed or contract workers. You will not be able to get benefits if you choose to stay at home, but you're not required to stay home from work. So in other words, if you're considered to be an essential employee, you're not sick, you're not exposed to the coronavirus, and you just choose to stay home from work. If you think you do qualify for unemployment, you'll need to apply. So how do you apply? You can apply in 2 different ways. So you can try to apply online, and that website address is unemployment.ohio.gov, or you can call the 800 number, 877-644-6562. And that number is open from Monday through Friday, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m., and Saturdays, 9 a.m. to 5 p.m., and now Sundays, 9 a.m. to 1 p.m. Those hours have been extended due to high call volumes. If you apply for unemployment compensation benefits and you're denied, you do have appeal rights. An appeal means that you're going to ask for a second look at your application. You have 21 days to appeal from the date on the notice, not the date you receive it, but the date on the notice. So you should appeal immediately. You should also keep applying each week. The attached link shows Able's service area. If you live in one of our highlighted counties, you can call for help by calling our legal aid line intake number, again at 888-534-1432, or you can apply online at www.legalaidline.org or by clicking the link here. If you do not live in one of our counties, but you do live in Ohio, you can find your local legal aid organization at www.ohiolegalhelp.org. I'm going to take some time now to address any questions that we received in the comment box. Again, I want to remind people that unless the questions are general, I cannot address them. And I may not be able to address all questions because of time. So we did have one question. Somebody wants to know if an essential worker still is working, but they're not working as many hours, can they get unemployment? And the answer to that is yes, you can get unemployment. If your hours have been significantly reduced, you should still be able to apply for unemployment. So I would encourage anybody in that situation to still go ahead and apply. There was another question about how do people file an appeal. So I did address that you have 21 days. The instructions as to how to file the appeal will come out when you get that denial letter. So it's important to read the denial letter, and it is very different depending on whether you have been denied and at what stage. So it could be 21 days at one stage, but there are stages where if you get to the appeal court, you're going to have to appeal and have 30 days for that appeal limit. So we have another question. If you're self-employed, how do you apply for unemployment? So that is still up in the air as to how you apply for unemployment because as I said, the legislation is changing things every day, and with self-employed people, it's still not exactly clear how those people are going to how they're going to be approved. Someone else is asking, will everyone get the $600, and do we know when that will take effect? I don't know that we know exactly when it will take effect, but yes, if you are eligible for unemployment benefits, you should be able to get those benefits. I also should mention they will be added on top of your other unemployment benefits. So for instance, if you're receiving $480 for unemployment, or that's what you would have received under the old rules, you will now receive $1,080. Someone else is asking, is somebody eligible if they don't feel comfortable working, but the doctor did not mandate not to work? And unfortunately, the answer to that is no. There are people that I know don't feel comfortable going out to work. I completely understand that. But if you're choosing to stay at home, but it's not under the order of a doctor or a health agency or an employer, they're not going to pay you unemployment benefits. Someone's asking, what if you owe unemployment money? So I know in the instance, if there's a claim where you have, say, a fraudulent misrepresentation and you owe money, you will have to continue paying that money. So somebody's asking, what if your workplace is closed and unemployment keeps denying you? Well, I would encourage you to apply because you should be eligible if your workplace closed and the reason that they closed is because of the coronavirus or decrease in the production levels because of COVID-19. Definitely you should be eligible for benefits. There may be some technicalities about the questions you need to answer when you're doing the application. And I would encourage you, again, that's kind of specific to your situation. So if you're having questions about exactly how to make it through the application in that situation, I would encourage you to definitely call our legal aid line. So I think that's about time for all the questions, all the time we have for questions. We're about to sign off, and we hope today's event has been helpful to you. Again, the information I'm giving is current as of today, April 3rd, 2020. We'll be back soon to talk about more topics of interest to you. So watch for notifications of our upcoming events. And again, don't forget to share this video to your friends right now so you can always find it and go back to it. We hope to see you again soon. Goodbye.